Hi, Colleen here with Diamond in the Rough and Diamond in the Rough Rescue Project. I've had a lot of questions from clients lately about methods and credentials. I love those questions. I like it when an owner really delves into what you do, why you do it the way you do, what your education is, what your experience is. That tells me that they're already on the right path to finding help for their dog or just training their puppy or whatever it is that their dog's specific needs are. There are two very common recognized credentials that you'll find, at least in this area, and they're international certifications. One is CPDT-KA, which is Certified Professional Dog Trainer Knowledge Assessed, and the other one is Karen Pryor Academy, or a KPA certification. Both of them, like I say, are recognized. They are certainly international, and they really signify that the trainer has gone through the proper training, the number of hours required in order to have skill, and also that they're evolved, and this is the most important part, force-free. Now, force-free simply means that that trainer will not employ anything that causes pain to the dog, that uses fear or intimidation of any kind. That doesn't mean that there are no consequences used. From my perspective, and really this is only my perspective, I'm speaking for myself, I won't use anything that causes a dog to fear the next time offering a behavior, or really incites a dog or starts a dog on the path where they don't offer behavior for fear of what might happen if they do the wrong thing. I don't use anything that is an aversive tool, nothing that chokes around the neck, nothing that even tightens around the neck, certainly nothing that causes pain to that dog. I also don't use punishment to address any behavior whatsoever, whether it is severe reactivity, dog-dog or dog-human reactivity, or I'm training a puppy and that puppy is moving in the wrong direction. Consequences need only be really the opposite of what the dog was trying to achieve when the behavior was shown, in many cases, not in all cases. But when you suppress behavior, when you add punishment to behavior, what ends up happening is you put the brakes on behavior, you essentially suppress a symptom, you don't really address what caused the symptom to occur. We forget to use what motivated that animal to do or perform that behavior in order to address the underlying cause of the symptom. So pain, fear, intimidation should never be used by any certified trainer. Now, going back to certification, with those two certifications that I mentioned, there is a code of ethics, and everyone in this industry should be following a code of ethics when charging the public money for training, because as much as this is not, I guess, rocket science or brain surgery, it certainly can cause families a lot of grief, dogs a lot of damage, and can be extremely expensive in the long run for a client. I do have a lot of clients that have done, I guess, gone the punishment route before because they just didn't know any better. And we kind of have a saying that if you think real dog training is expensive or professional dog training is expensive, try hiring someone who doesn't have credentials or is not evolved. That's going to cost you a lot of money, because in the long run you're ending up with the same problem or worse, and you're still going to have to hire somebody else to help you fix that problem. So evolution in dog training. I'm a punishment-based trainer from way back when. I did use punishment. I can't go back and change that. I can only do better as I go forward, and I can only make a promise to all of my clients that I will continue to evolve as a trainer. And that requires that I take several courses to get my continuing education credits, and that I really would not do to any dog what I would not do to a 2-year-old child in a public place. I don't believe in it. I don't think it's necessary, and I'm really coming from a perspective where I've done it both ways. As far as does everybody have to be certified? No. There are a lot of really great trainers who are very current, very educated, and who have not or chosen not to go through certification or have just not done it yet. The best way to tell if that trainer is right for you is to ask some questions. What would they do if your dog did something wrong? There was a big movement by trainers, everybody posting videos on those 3 questions. What would you do if my dog did something wrong? What would you do if my dog did something right? And is there a better way to train? I can honestly say, if your dog does something wrong, I'm going to look at how I set my dog up, or set your dog up, sorry, for failure. I'm going to readjust the way that I just addressed that cue or delivered that cue, or I had expectations for the dog maybe in an environment where that was not possible at that time. I'm going to set the dog up for success, essentially. What would I do if your dog does something right? Well, I'm going to find what motivates that dog. Very few dogs work just on praise alone, and I can't choose for that dog what motivates them. Just like none of my friends can choose what motivates me. We all have our own currency in life, and if you use things to make positive associations, you're going to get good behavior, and you will not need to keep addressing what the dog did wrong. And is there a better way? Well, I am never out of school. I am always on one course or another. I will continue to do that as long as I work. I will continue to promise to my clients that I will be evolved, treat their dogs with respect, as well as all my clients with respect. And I guess the reason for this video is just to be transparent, to make sure that people know what to ask. Also, ask your trainer, can you watch a class? If that's a possibility, I don't allow, obviously, clients to come into my private training sessions for obvious reasons. A lot of them are somewhat dangerous, but I certainly do allow everybody to come and view a class at any time. Anyway, that's kind of the spiel on positive trainers, certification, methods, and expectations. I hope you'll visit my page often. Thanks so much.